Good morning, everyone. This is Tushar Agarwal, your teacher, here again with the class 11th video, that is Python. Now, friends, today we are going to study about what is Python, how it is introduced, what is the need of the Python, why Python is so much famous that it is used everywhere, and even CBSE has included it in the curricula. So, friends, I have written a line, a highly expressive language. Yes, Python is a highly expressive language. But as you are new to the programming, so let me understand you, let me take you to the world of programming with the first step. Now, friends, what is programming? Writing something on computer? No, it is about the instructions. In the previous tutorial also, we have gone through the tutorial of programming. So what is a programming? In my senses, a program is a list of instructions that is executed by a computer to accomplish a particular task. Means any kind of instructions that is implemented by a computer to perform a task are programs. Now creating those instructions, now we have to create those instructions. So these instructions are called programming. Creating those instructions are called programming by a programmer. Who is the programmer? Who is doing programming? Now, if we go through the process of programming, it involves understanding a problem. It means, friends, if I have given you a ATM software to make for, then we must have the requirements. What is the problem and how we have to solve it through programming? Designing a solution, however solution looks like, or how we are going to have a solution of it, like a case study. Now next, writing a code, writing or coding the program in a programming language, in any specific language like C, C++, Java, Python, Ruby, Ruby on Rails, and there are so many languages. Now, after writing the code, it is not mandatory that you will give it to anyone to use. First, you have to test your code for errors. If it has any errors, we called correcting any errors called debugging. Then we have to remove those errors, and then the last one, after implementing our programming, our code, we have to maintain the program whatever is made. Now, what is the programming language? अभी हमने बात की कि प्रोग्रामिंग क्या होती है. अब मैं बात करूंगा कि आपका प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज क्या होता है. A program is written as a series of human instructions that can be understood by the compiler and linker and translated into machine code so that a computer understand and run it. देखिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, what we used to do, हम लोग अपनी कोड अपनी लैंग्वेज में टाइप करते हैं, and then what we have to do, we have to just a compiler or a linker or an interpreter converts it to the machine language. As I told you, machine only or a computer only understands two words, two digits, 0 and 1. 0 and 1, that's it. Everything, whatever is inputted into the computer is converted into the form of so-called binary digits 0 and 1, and then it is worked upon. And when output is given, it is again converted to human understandable form, and we have our answer. Now, my first slide says that we are going to use Python. So, why Python? Why only Python we can use? Why CBSE has given us a language as strong, after removing as strong language as Java, and the CBSE has given us this Python. So why Python? It is beginner friendly, yes, it is very friendly to the beginners. Versatile and flexible, yes, it is adaptable. Most popular in machine learning world. Yes, friends, Python has made its place so fast in the recent times that even it is competing Java and other languages for the place. Most mature package libraries around. Yes, we have to do very less work as it contains inbuilt packages for our utilities. For example, if I have to create a matrix, then it has given already made packages in it. So why Python? Because it is beginner friendly, versatile and flexible, most popular in machine language world, most mature packages libraries around. These are only a few, but we will understand the features of Python afterwards. Now this is about the marketplace. Now look what Python is doing. Worldwide, Python is having spectrum ranking of 100, means it is used worldwide at a very great rate, and Java is having of 99.4. Just have a look at all these 100, 190. So Python is 100 only on web and on PC, not on mobile phones. So this is market analysis, and this is the reason. Now I will move forward. What is Python? How we can use it? What are the character sets? Right? So Python 3.0, we will talk about it, was released in 2008. Although this version has some incompatibilities, now we are using 3.6. Friends, first we should understand why it is called Python. Because Python is something like snake or bigger snake, I can say. No, the name didn't come from there. The discoverer or the just developer of the language, Guido van Rossum, named it after a script called Python, which is a series in his country. Now friends, as you know, if we study English, there are particular alphabets, character sets. So likewise, our computer languages are also having certain character sets. So let me talk about now Python character sets. Now what are character sets? A set of valid characters recognized by Python. Now every language, every programming language has its to's and fro's. So there are certain valid characters which are recognized by Python, others are not. Python uses traditional ASCII character sets. Friends, ASCII stands for this. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Now, it has letters from A to Z, small a to Z. Remember, Python is a case-sensitive language. Python is a case-sensitive language. It means if I have written capital A, uppercase A, and lowercase a are different. Means big A and small a are different. It has digits 0 to 9. Some special symbols over the keyboard we can use. White spaces, blank space, tab, carriage, return, new file, form feed we can use. Other characters Unicode. Now friends, I want to throw some light on ASCII and Unicode. Now ASCII code, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, is used over a period of time, but it has several disadvantages as it has only 256 characters. Yes friends, 256 characters to look upon. Any language has to be developed with this. Now there arises a big necessity of a code that can map all the things of a language. So it was developed as Unicode. It works according to the character set of your programming language. Now input and output, how we will input and how we will output the data from Python. Now friends, this is a variable. Now variable is what we can say that whose value vary with the time and stored memory location. So I have taken computer science and informatic practices and print. So it will be like that. Now my first function, friends, we will use input functions row underscore input. It allows the user to give input to a program from keyboard, but only in the form of a string. String means text. Now friends, let me throw some light here. Now the text means anything, whether it is digit or it is alphabet or alphanumeric, that is captured inside the quotes, or in English we say them inverted commas. Inverted commas. Anything inside the single inverted comma, double inverted comma, or triple inverted comma are text or string. Whether I will write 1, 2, 3 in quotes, that is a form of string, that is not a numeric function. Now there is some highlight of coding of Python. Age is equal to int, raw input, enter your age, percentage, float, input. Okay. Now let me introduce, before going into the programming part, let me introduce you to some of the keywords or the words which we use frequently. First one is token. Smallest individual unit in a program is token. Any smallest unit which cannot be further divided is token. In token we are having 5 types. Number 1, we are having keywords. then identifiers, then literals, then operators, and then punctuators. Keywords are some special reserved words which cannot be used as of other types. Means they are reserved words, they are used for some particular form, otherwise they cannot be used for other things. Now, there are a list of Python keywords, and as, assert, break, class. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20, and 11, 31 keywords are there. So what are identifiers? A Python identifier is a name used to identify a variable. Now what is a variable? Variable is stored memory location onto the computer. Means किसी भी नाम से हमने एक memory location को occupy कर दिया, that is called a variable. Now there are some rules of a variable or an identifier. And variable or identifier always starts from letters or an underscore followed by 0 or more letters, and 0 or to 9. Friends, only underscore is used in the name of a variable, and this is also in the middle, and it always starts from capital letters or small alphabets. Now, Python does not allow special characters. We cannot use special characters other than underscore in a variable name. It must not be a keyword. As I told you earlier, it is a case-sensitive programming language, means uppercase is uppercase, lowercase is lowercase. Yeah, thus, roll number. Look, I have written roll number, R is capital and R is small here, are two different identifiers in Python. Right? Some valid identifiers or variables, my book, file 123, Z23, means first is our alphabet, then rest can be anything including an underscore. No special character other than underscore is used. So invalid variables are, look, it has started with a digit, it is a keyword, it uses dot, it uses hyphen. So friends, this is a question which ever comes in your exam, how to do it. Now, identifiers, class name must start with uppercase letter, all other identifiers start with lowercase letter. Starting a identifier with leading single scores, that it is a private, strong private identifier is a language defined special name. Now what are literals? Literals are some fixed data values that are stored. Means name is equal to Johnny and F name is equal to Johnny. It means these values are fixed. We have already provided the values, now there is no need of user input. In case of integer, as you have studied in mathematics, non-decimal values represent integers, decimal values represent float values. So it is 22, it is 6.2, and for special link it is none. Means the values which are fixed is known as literals. Now literals, this is our escape sequences. Now we come to operators. There are 7 kind of operators: arithmetic operator, relational operator, assignment operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, membership operator, and identity operator. Now today we will only study arithmetic operator. Now basic 4 operations: plus, minus, division, division used as slash, and multiplication as star. Now percentage, this is called modulus. This is used for taking the remainder. Okay, and now this double slash. What is the difference between double slash and single slash? Double slash we can say float division. Float division means integer division, means no decimal values will be there, it will remove the decimal values. And for the power purpose, as we have to raise the power, we will use double star. Exponent, perform to raise the power. A star, A exponent B means A star star B means A raised to power B. It has non-decimal values. It gives the remainder, it gives the multiplication, it gives the division, subtraction, and addition. So students, this is it from my side today. I hope you understand the basics of Python. Now we will, in the next session, we will discuss the rest of the operators, and will join you soon with the next session. Till then, study hard. Python is a very easy language to learn if you have interest. Otherwise, it is very difficult if you don't have interest. Thank you. Thank you very much, students. See you tomorrow. Stay healthy. Stay safe.